Warning, just because this video may have tons more dislikes than likes, that doesn't mean I'm wrong about the things I say in this video, especially since I'm actually right about these things.
Hey guys, and Happy New Year! It's been a few months since I announced that the JustDash and Jikishi Exposing is finally happening. I intended on making a video like this way back around that time, but the video was taking too long to make, so I figured I'd just make a bunch of YouTube shorts instead. However, at this point, I kinda hate the idea of using YouTube shorts to update you guys about stuff now, so I'm making this video instead. This video which I should have made ages ago. So the past few months have been extremely eventful, to say the least. A hot topic that was going on back then was Jikishi getting hardcore exposed. But not by my own hands, but rather a bunch of people on Twitter, including Dash and Hannah themselves. Jikishi got exposed for being a pedophile, and there are 40 victims of his grooming. Maybe more, maybe less. 40! In my entire internet life, I have never heard about such a person doing such a thing at such a magnitude. Now, if you're aware about how drama works on the internet, if you get exposed, people will want to do background checks on you to see if there's anything else they could get after you for. People did this with Jinx when he got exposed, and lo and behold, a lot of people came across my channel. They came across my channel because of my JustDash and Jikishi Exposed videos, especially my JustDash and Jikishi Exposed Phase 1 video. In that video, I showed screenshots of Jinx grooming someone, and since the person who sent me those screenshots sent them, I never took the opportunity to hardcore publicize these screenshots as much as everyone else publicized their own screenshots. And the reason is because I was too focused on getting my own drama with Dash and Jinx exposed. And I had no idea this was part of something way bigger. Nor did I even really know that these were grooming screenshots, because as far as I knew, the person who sent me those screenshots was actually just kind of saying that she and Jinx were just kind of normally e-dating. There was some weird stuff said, but that's what I was getting told. Because of those screenshots I showed off a couple of years ago, you could technically argue that I was the first person to attempt exposing Jinx for the grooming, but my Phase 1 video wasn't exactly an exposing video or anything, and to this day, I have yet to upload the big JustDash and Jikishi Exposed video. You kinda gotta squint a bit to see this being the case. So loads and loads of people found my channel, found my exposing videos on Dash and Jinx, and I got dozens of comments saying about how I was right all along. Although, of course, these people are mainly talking about those grooming screenshots I showed off in the Phase 1 video. I don't see any of these people saying I've been right all along in regards to the Jikishi mental breakdown stuff or any of the Dash stuff or anything like that. Just those screenshots that I showed off a couple years ago, which is fine, you know, I haven't fully exposed Dash and Jinx yet, and I am to this day still working towards that. But considering how I was proven right about some of the Jinx stuff, that should be a good reason for you to believe that I'm right about the rest of the Jinx stuff and the Dash stuff. Even perhaps before I release the exposing video. I'm not giving up until I've exposed both of these people, especially Dash, because she has hardcore tried to screw me over lately. So because people saw my Jinx videos and saw how I was right and everything, I got a lot of comments, as I already mentioned, including one from Yahiamice, someone who was in a tiny bit of drama with Dash before, a bit of drama which I accidentally provoked. I'll explain this more in the Dash and Jinx exposing video, by the way. I used the opportunity of him commenting to ask him if he could send me DMs between himself and Dash, and he did. So now I have more stuff to use against Dash in the exposing video, which is cool. Since Jikishi got exposed and people came across my channel, it has blown up with subscribers. I got over 100 subscribers in such a short amount of time. I said in my JustDash and Jikishi Exposed is happening video that you shouldn't subscribe just because I'm right about drama stuff. Obviously, the message didn't get to a lot of people, which just goes to show that when it comes to the internet, you really can't force people to do what you want without doing something illegal anyways, like blackmailing. I've been kind of hoping that drama would not be the reason my channel would grow substantially, because my channel's meant to be a gaming channel. It's just that tons and tons of people are willing to start drama with me over the dumbest things. I've gone through years and years and years of internet drama, and I'm tired of it. And I have to mention that I never started any of these dramas either. I know that it may look like I have because I've been through drama for so many years in a row, but I'm really not. And that's what's insane about it all. You can especially tell that I'm not the cause of all this drama by all the YouTube videos and tweets that I make, exposing these dramas. Which is why I'm excited that soon enough I'm going to be getting the Dash and Jinx drama out of the way and exposed, and then the final drama out of the way and exposed, and I'm hoping that after that, there will not be tons of people trying to start drama with me anymore. So then I can finally have my main focus on gaming content again, and I can finally move on with my life. Could you imagine how much gaming content I could have uploaded to this channel if no one ever started drama with me? Potentially a ton, especially considering how I'm nearing my 8th year in a row of dealing with internet drama. I've literally been bashing people in the head with facts and logic since I was 12, and that's not stopping here. So moving on, the next thing I want to talk about is this narrative that you've been seeing across a lot of my Dash and Jinx exposing videos. These narratives usually involve this character I made, named Tenebris, not to be confused with Tenebris the YouTuber, or at least he was a YouTuber until he got exposed for pedophilia as well. So about 5-6 years ago, I had the idea to come up with some sort of narrative / ARG story that I could tell across my social medias. A narrative which would involve this character named the Darkness, who would then later become known as Tenebris. At around the same time, Zypixel and his buddies started drama with me, and that gave me an idea. I could base this narrative off of the real drama that I was dealing with, and I could perhaps tell a good story from it. And even while there would be crazy elements in the story, there would be a deep meaning overall, and there would be things that you would have learned by the time the story was over. I have been continuing to expand this narrative more and more since then, but the more and more time that passed, I started noticing some flaws that would take place because of me doing this whole narrative thing, with the primary thing being that it makes my exposings look less legit, and a secondary thing being that it just makes me look weird overall doing this whole thing. These flaws were never too obvious to me at first, even though Zypixel and his buddies at one point were talking about how dumb the whole thing was themselves. And by the way, that was mentioned a while after I started exposing them. We ended up talking to each other again before because they apologized for what they did. So then I didn't really have to expose them anymore. Zypixel and his buddies are generally complete weirdos though, and because of that I generally put off a lot of what they say, including their reactions to when I told them I was gonna announce everywhere that I was gonna expose Dash and Jinx. They said that I shouldn't do it because it would end really badly for me no matter what, even if I was right about everything. And the reason is because Dash's fanbase is full of stans. That's what they all said. Seems like these guys were a step ahead in regards to the whole stan thing, even if they are completely crazy a lot of the times. So these flaws with me telling this narrative would really show themselves after Jinx got hardcore exposed, because so many more people started watching my videos, which means more opinions could be thrown at me. Especially opinions regarding the narrative thing. Although I didn't really notice these opinions until after I made the JustDash and Jikishi Exposed is finally happening video, which was mostly full of my narrative storytelling. In fact, if you look up Jikishi Exposed on Google right now, the top result, if not one of the top results, is a Reddit post about Jinx getting exposed for his grooming about a year ago. You go into the link and you see that they're talking about my phase 1 video, and you could see in the replies that there was a lot of conversation about this, including conversations about how, oh my god, the original Jikishi callout was in the form of a fucking Undertale boss fight. So yeah, that's kind of cringe. Also, I don't understand how, but people are somehow misinterpreting my words or twisting my words to make the whole narrative thing look a lot worse. This is my primary example of what I'm talking about. So basically, someone made a Twitter thread compiling all of the twitlongers that were made about Jinx. And when Jinx first got exposed, I also hopped on the twitlonger bandwagon, and I made a twitlonger of my own, explaining my drama with Dash and Jinx in whatever details I could. That way more people will be aware about what they've done to me. That twitlonger ended up getting included in this guy's thread about the Jikishi exposing stuff. But then this Polly person here made this guy delete the tweet about my twitlonger by lying to them about what I've been doing and what my intentions are. But the thing I want to bring attention to most right now is them saying in this thread that I'm calling this drama an ARG. How they gathered that from anything I've ever said is beyond me. But if they're a Dash stan, then it would at least make some sense. But I digress. I'm bringing up this narrative stuff not just to explain it, at least a little bit, but also to tell you that it's going to be put on hold. At least for now. Because the thing is, I would still like to finish the story. I've been having crazy ideas running through my head on what I should do with it for about a while now. So I'm hoping that maybe after I expose Dash and Jinx, and perhaps after the final drama is exposed as well, then I could continue that, and that could be kind of cool. Maybe. I don't know. At least I wouldn't be doing it while trying to expose someone. By then, all of these people will be exposed, and I should just be able to do whatever I want with all the exposed details afterwards. Just like you normally would. As in, you would use those details to make, like, documentaries and stuff like that. Because you know how people like to make documentaries on drama stuff sometimes. Hell, imagine if someone made a big old documentary about my drama with Dash, and it's all well edited and stuff. Seeing a video like that would be kind of cool. And I really wish to edit like these kinds of people too. But anyways, I'm getting kind of sidetracked here. I'm gonna be putting the Tenebris story thing on hold, at least until after I expose Dash and Jinx and the final drama, because I'm really interested in finishing it. It does kind of suck that I've had to start explaining the narrative a bit, because it kind of breaks the immersion, but I've kind of been left with no choice, especially since I want to be as right as possible about Dash and Jinx. Also, chances are I'm probably not going to do anything like this ever again, or at least come up with a narrative that's based off real drama. So hopefully all of you will be okay with this. Now on to the next topic. A month after I uploaded the JustDash and Jikishi Exposed is finally happening video, Dash would do something that inevitably pissed me off. And it pissed me off a lot. Dash uploaded a video to her YouTube channel, responding to our drama. That was very much a bad video. In fact, it was painfully obvious how bad it was. But hey, even if it was terrible, Dash sure did get a ton of views from it. So you're welcome, Dash. I know how much you really wanted these views since your channel has been dying. Although now you moved on to Twitch, but is that really going to matter too much later on? There's only one way to find out. Also, the reason why I said I know Dash wanted those views is because at least back then, right before I started exposing her, she would constantly complain about the views she's getting. Literally, Dash would upload a video, wait about a day, see that the video hasn't taken off just yet, and still complain about how views are so low. That was a thing that happened a lot back then. And what's funny about that is that it seems like Dash stopped doing it after I announced her exposing. On top of that, I actually tried to find these tweets Dash made about views being low, using keywords such as low and views and stuff like that. And for some reason, I can't find these tweets. There's probably more words I could try, but so far, I haven't found anything. Now, I'm not saying that Dash deleted all her tweets that had to do with low views, but I am saying that there's a chance that Dash deleted all her tweets that had to do with low views. Anyways, this is basically what happened in Dash's video. Dash basically talked about a bunch of stuff that we already talked over in Instagram DMs, so there wasn't too much of a point in her bringing them up in the video, except there's a chance that Dash brought up those things because they were incredibly easy things for her to rebut, and not things such as the VidCon group chat drama, which was pretty bad, and I've talked about it a bunch before, yet Dash said nothing about it in her video. That's just one thing she didn't mention though. Dash also accused me of harassing her by basically uploading videos about her, and showed literally zero evidence of anything she was accusing me of. The only things she did show in the video were tweets of me getting after her for things that she was in fact doing, along with just showing pictures of thumbnails and stuff of my videos on her. Oh, and she also accused me of stalking her. And by stalking, she means looking at her tweets through another account. Either way, she was also showing screenshots of herself basically doing the exact same thing to me. You can see that Dash has been holding on to this screenshot on her phone for a long time. Oh, and I gotta mention that that tweet she showed off means literally nothing. I literally just saw something she said and thought it was funny because of the way she worded the tweet. Literally has nothing to do with exposing, nor is it harassing in any kind of way. But like I said, Dash has had that screenshot on her phone for a long time. And you can tell because of the profile picture I'm using in that screenshot. That profile picture was connected to the whole narrative thing that I was doing. And I had that profile picture on between the time I uploaded my JustDash and Jikishi Exposed Phase 2 video and my JustDash and Jikishi Exposed Phase 3 video. So basically, Dash is a hypocrite. All these bad things in her video were so painfully obvious. However, almost every single person who watched that video believes Dash. If you were to ask me why that is, then I could barely tell you so. Dash's audience is just full of stans, filled to the brim with bigots. And that's what pissed me off the most about that video. Not the content itself, but the reaction to it. You go down to the comments and you see everyone, nearly everyone, supporting Dash in the situation. They're saying, oh, I'm sorry that he's harassing you, blah, blah, blah. Dash showed no evidence of being harassed though. You're just taking her word for it like she is the victim, when in fact, I am the victim of her for everything she's done to me. I swear to God, either the entirety of Dash's fan base is comprised of stans, or Dash is somehow completely playing me in a game of 4D chess, and I don't even know it. I don't think Dash is really that smart though, especially when it comes to drama. I think all of her followers and friends just absolutely suck. And lately I have been making fun of Dash for all these things that she's been doing, primarily on Twitter. But honestly, after all this drama I've been through, that's just kind of how I am now. Plus, is it really that big of a deal anyways? Especially when you consider all that she's done to me? All these years of drama have really changed my attitude when it comes to the internet. I've honestly become so much more careless when it comes to other people now, which is not at all what I used to be like back then when I first met people like Dean Bean and Hannah and people like them, but now I've ended up completely turning that on its head. you do any stupid shit to me, I will make fun of you. And to say Dash deserves all of this negative stuff that I'm throwing at her is honestly an understatement at this point. My internet life has been hell for the past 2 years because of Dash and Jinx, and Dash is trying to ram it into the ground even more with her easily manipulative fan base. I honest to God pray that Dash will never get the platform that she wants, because at this point I firmly believe that she does not deserve it. It still baffles me that almost every single one of the people who watched her video actually believes her without any evidence being shown. And her fans have still been getting after me for showing no evidence when that's a lie. I've already been showing a bunch of evidence across my YouTube videos and my Twitter. I started posting about this stuff like 2 years ago, so that is a complete lie. And again, Dash's fan base is saying that I haven't shown any evidence for any of my stuff, but for one, I have shown some of it so far, and two, Dash is the one who's shown literally nothing so far. And if you watch Dash's video, that couldn't be more obvious. Nice double standards there, guys. I've been able to get Dash fans to stop replying to me because of one question. Where's the evidence that Dash has against me? They have no answer because there is none. I wonder why that is. I would like to reply to every single person who commented on that Dash video and give them a piece of my mind, but now is certainly not the right time to do so. And I'm gonna wait until a proper time to do all that commenting. I'm gonna wait until nearly before I upload the Dash and Jinx exposing video to do so. It would just make more sense that way. And the aftermath won't be as hellish as my past attempts at commenting to tons and tons of Dash fans at once. In case you couldn't tell, I am very much one to reply to comments regarding myself, whether those comments are really good or horrendously bad. Fun fact, I actually commented on Dash's video saying the following: "Nice slander. You've shown zero evidence and everyone still believes you. This is a new level of insanity." That comment has received 8 likes so far, and someone replied to it saying reality is often disappointing. And I replied saying, but me knowing the truth does put a smile on my face. I don't really know why this person gave out a Thanos reference to begin with, but I just kind of went along with it. Now, the reason why I mentioned that almost every single person believes Dash is because of this tweet I made. This one singular motherfucker in this comment section knows what he's talking about, showing a guy who commented on Dash's video saying, "You do realize what you feel really doesn't matter. You've shown no evidence of your accusations being false. All you've done is whine on and on about your feelings. Typical female streamer." Now, I just checked the comment section of that video, and the comment is now gone. I wonder if that's because Dash deleted it or hid the guy from her channel. It's gonna be so funny when I prove all of these people wrong in the future. Or are they just gonna get angry after I expose Dash and Jinx? We'll just have to wait and see. Now, I did make a response to Dash's video. I'll leave the link to that in the description if you haven't seen it already. It was quite an erratic response video though, and that's most likely given the fact that I was reacting to Dash's video for the first time. But despite how crazy that video was, and I mean, that's how I can normally act anyways, who cares? I still stand by everything I said in that video. Nothing is wrong, and especially nothing has been proven wrong. At least not yet. Now, this is actually not the first instance of me uploading this response video. I actually uploaded it at an earlier point in time titled "JustDash's Statement is Terrible." That video had gained about 40 views and 8 likes before it was taken down by YouTube for harassment and bullying, and I got a community guidelines warning for that. So because the video doesn't have a lot of views, I have reason to believe that Dash reported the video to YouTube so they could get it taken down for harassment and bullying when there was no harassment and bullying. Dash is really resorting to false taking down my videos now. She's really just giving me more and more to expose her with. Fun fact, because my video got taken down for harassment and bullying, I figured I might as well try to get Dash's video taken down for pretty much the same thing. The video's full of a bunch of nonsense and false stuff anyways. I reported it several times and it's still up to this day. So now I'm wondering if YouTube just hates me or something. By the way, that community guidelines warning is still up to this day. I think warnings last for 3 months before they get removed off your channel. I received my warning on November 23rd, so I still have about half a month to go until this warning goes away. If another video gets taken down, whether it's for false reasons or not, while I still have this warning, I'm gonna get a community guidelines strike. And that's gonna be really bad, because I'll start getting restricted from doing certain things, including my ability to upload for a certain amount of time. I did try to appeal my response video before, and it didn't take too long for the appeal to get rejected. So what I then had to do was to try and scan through the whole video and remove a bunch of times when I was giving out names, calling people stans or whatever, so that I could upload that version of my response video and hope that it wouldn't get taken down. I did all of that and the video hasn't been taken down. So I guess there were some words I wasn't allowed to say in my video or something. I don't really know, but it now looks like Dash is trying to abuse YouTube's system to get my videos on her taken down. And that's something not particularly good for Dash to do. She's gonna get a mountain of hate for that. Or at least she should get a mountain of hate, but her stan base is a thing, so oh well. But anyways, after I uploaded the response video, I wanted to make this update video, but like I said, I would then change my mind and upload a bunch of YouTube shorts instead. And I'm probably gonna end up deleting all the shorts I made since then, just cause this video is now a thing. But there are also some other things that happened since my response video was made, such as this guy named Pocket making a video about the Dash drama, and he got nothing right about the drama in that video. It is hilarious. And he's also one of those clickbait commentary YouTubers as well, and people believe him with that video, so that's hilarious too. I began another recording session of Dash's and Jinx's exposing video, and at this point, I've recorded about 7 hours of footage for that. 7 hours of exposing Dash and Jinx. I think the reason why the video is so long is because I tend to go into too much details regarding some of the messages that are being sent between me and Dash, or any messages sent from Jinx or Hannah or whatever. The same kind of thing happened with a previous recording session where I've recorded up to 10 hours of content before I stopped. And a funny little thing regarding my 7-hour recording session is that I haven't even gone through half of the Dash and Jinx drama yet. But I'm going to be stopping that recording session too, and I'll explain why later. So after that recording session got started, I had to deal with getting my wisdom teeth taken out in mid-December. That was just great. And then Christmas came around, which was kind of fun. I uploaded a final teaser to Dash's and Jinx's exposing on Christmas Day. That video is probably deleted now by the time you see this, since I'm going to be reworking the Dash and Jinx exposing video yet again. I'm not even joking. I've gone through several recording sessions trying to get this Dash and Jinx exposing video right. And all of the sessions I've gone through so far just absolutely suck. It's kind of funny because way back then I announced I was going to expose Dash and Jinx on Christmas Day, and that I should have enough time to work on their exposing video so I could get it out by then, but that certainly didn't happen now, did it? I made so many promises on when I would release the exposing video, and none of them have come true. So for the time being, I'm just not going to bother making any promises until I am close to finishing the video once and for all. How about that? Although, the video is certainly going to be coming out this year. Anyways, I uploaded that teaser. It was just a little thing. And as of late, I got sick and tested positive for COVID. So that's absolutely brilliant. That's another week of me sitting in bed doing absolutely nothing. I'm actually still kind of recovering from COVID right now, which is probably why I sound a bit sick. But I am getting better, so that's good. Another thing I'd like to bring up is how slow I've been with getting this exposing out. Now, I know it's been taking me absolutely ages to get it out. There's been so many things happening in my life that's been preventing me from working on the video. Added on top of the fact that every now and then I just didn't want to work on the video because I'm tired of working on these drama videos all the time. Like, if you look at my channel, I've been making drama videos like this for forever. I've been exposing people for a while. And if it's possible for people to get burnt out from making gaming videos sometimes, then it's certainly possible to get burnt out from making exposing videos. I'm honestly just so tired. I'm tired of all of this, but I'm still pushing to get this exposing done because Dash and Jinx absolutely deserve it. And by the way, just because I haven't released the exposing video within 2 years, that does not mean I have no evidence regarding our drama by any means. I've seen some people go around and saying that kind of stuff before, how because it's taken me 2 whole years to release the exposing video that I actually don't have anything on Dash. But all I can really say to that right now is that it's just basically wrong. To really see that, you're gonna have to wait till the exposing video comes out. Also, some weirdos have been telling me to hire people to edit the exposing video. Do people actually do that? Yeah, I'm not gonna pay someone to get help editing an exposing video. To me, that just seems insane. I'm not gonna do that. I know there are some that are willing to help as well, i.e. this transgender person, but I'm getting it all taken care of myself. This is my drama after all, and I believe I should be the only person putting in all the effort to getting all this information I have out there. So that's kind of what's been happening for the past few months. It's been kind of crazy, but now I want to talk to you about what I have planned for the future. So as for the Dash and Jinx exposing video, I'm going to be reworking it again. Some of you guys might recall that there's this commentary YouTuber I really like, The Right Opinion. I've talked about him before in past update videos about how good of a commentary YouTuber he is and all that, and how I wanted to base my own exposing videos off of his style and stuff like that. Well, here's the thing. The Right Opinion uploaded a video about Dream just recently, and lately I had the opportunity to watch through the video since I've been sick with COVID, and there wasn't really anything else for me to do. Now, I've compared the Dash drama to Dream and a lot of his situations and his stands, because there are quite a bit of similarities between them. And when I saw this video come up from The Right Opinion, I figured I could look through it to see if there was any more information that I could perhaps gather on Dash and her stands. And yeah, there certainly was some stuff I gathered. I even took a few clips from the video and posted them on Twitter. And you know what? I might as well show off these clips while I'm at it.
They're not the worst. I know creators and music critics who have received far greater hell from some of their subjects' fanatics, but Dream stands' position as YouTuber enthusiast means that any fallout of instance is felt more intensely for some people. Although he's seemingly experiencing the whiplash at first as well, Dream has acclimated to it and embraced it, sometimes though a bit too much. Private Twitters with hundreds of thousands of followers, calling his fans kittens, the love bombings, situations we've already discussed. They promote this sense of parasocial intimacy that is obviously going to make people more attached to you, whether you mean to or not. Make no mistake, I don't think it's wrong to extend love and kindness to those in your fan base, but I think you can do it in ways that also doesn't promote this illusion of closeness that makes people more committed than they need to be. If stands of other public figures have shown, as a force of influence, you don't need to feed the beast too regularly to guarantee its loyalty. I think one of the universal downsides to being a stan or a fan is that it does sometimes compromise your ability to think critically in pursuit of your desire to seek validation from the creator that you admire. Equally, I think it's allowed an us versus them idea to take precedence, which has allowed some real concerning behavior to seep into the fan bases. One of the greatest problems, particularly with online stan culture, is this nature to assume. And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with assumptions when you don't know everything. But you have to work with the fact that you may be ignorant, rather than being overconfident in details that may not be as one-sided as you see them through a picture, or a tweet about a picture.
So you can see that Tro here mentions some things about Dream and his stan base that aren't too dissimilar from Dash and her own stan base. If you were to look through Dash's social medias today, then you could really see how true this stuff is that's coming from Dash's fan base as well, especially when Dash makes posts about our drama. And this video by Tro also made me do a lot of thinking about the fact that Tro went over multiple Dream dramas in a video that's only about 2 hours long. If he is able to go over multiple dramas in a 2-hour-long video, then I can certainly go over the Dash and Jinx drama in less time. So this time around, I am certainly taking inspiration from the right opinion to make an even better exposing video on Dash and Jinx. I believe this time around, I know how to nail showing off the details and talking about them without making the video a year long. So to those who are hoping for a more professional video to be made about the Dash and Jinx drama, your wishes are gonna come true. This is gonna be a proper video essay. This is still gonna take a while for me to make, so I'm gonna need you all to bear with me, because Lord knows when I'll finally be able to upload this. But something that is gonna help me out with the video quite a bit is my secret weapon. You probably didn't know I have a secret weapon for this drama, but my secret weapon for exposing this drama is none other than Hannah. Most of us around here know Hannah, probably. She's been a good friend of mine for years until Dash came along and ruined absolutely everything, and ruined us. Us meaning our friendship, but also kind of us as in each of us, making us look bad for no reason. Hannah and I are no longer friends due to the events of the Dash and Jinx drama, but Hannah has allowed the both of us to come together one final time so we could talk about Dash and Jinx drama stuff. There's some information that I don't know that Hannah does know, and there also may be information that only Hannah can get. On top of all this stuff, there's something particularly interesting I need to mention regarding Hannah. Believe it or not, if it wasn't for bad crap happening between Hannah and Dash, then I would have never been suspicious of Dash to begin with. Nor would I ever have thought of the possibility of Dash being a gold digger. My idea of exposing Dash started thanks to stuff that happened with Hannah. So I have no one else to thank but Hannah for essentially giving me a head start on this whole thing. As of right now, me and Hannah are actively talking to each other again, mainly over Dash and Jinx drama stuff. And the thing is, after Dash and Jinx get exposed, we're gonna be done talking to each other for good. And yeah, that will be it for both of us. Seeing her go is gonna be kind of sad because we have been playing together and making videos together for ages, and the only thing that's gotten between us is drama that people have been starting up with us. And that caused us to start fighting each other, and it's just been a mess. It sucks, but what else can be done other than exposing Dash for being the tipping point of all of this? That's pretty much all I have to say for this video. If you guys want to know where I talk about stuff the most, it is most certainly Twitter. I am on there all the time to talk about stuff, whether it's talking about Dash or talking about Fortnite stuff or whatever. I am very active on Twitter. So if you're interested in seeing me talk about things or give you updates on what's happening with the Dash and Jinx exposing video, or really anything that's going on with me, then my Twitter is the place to go. I can't stress that enough. Twitter is where I am very active and talk the most. I also have been trying to stream on Twitch, like I mentioned in a previous video. I mostly stream Fortnite, so if you're into that, you could follow me on there too. I try to stream on the weekends, and I tend to rant about Dash and Jinx every now and then in these streams as well. I just hate them that much, especially Dash for being a lying and very manipulative piece of shit. I seriously cannot emphasize how much I hate despise Dash now after all she's done to me. I also still have a Discord server if you want to join that as well. Just don't be a Dash and Jinx stan or a big old rule breaker if you join that. There's also my Instagram if you want to follow that. The links to all my social medias that I just mentioned here are in the description below. And I suppose you can subscribe to my channel right now, but if you're gonna subscribe, I hope you're doing it for my future gaming content. I feel kind of uneasy about people doing it in regards to drama stuff, because then people are gonna be thinking that I'm doing all of this for views and views only. At the same time, though, people are likely just gonna end up naturally noticing my content a lot more because of me exposing Dash and Jinx to everyone. So basically, to anyone who says I'm exposing this for views and views only and fame and all that kind of stuff, f you. Speaking of my gaming content, I mentioned in a previous video that I would work on gaming content while working on the Dash and Jinx exposing. As you can tell, I haven't really been doing too much of that lately because I've still been feeling like I just have to expose Dash and Jinx and I can't do anything else except for constantly playing Fortnite Chapter 3. But I might get back into working on gaming content while working on the Dash and Jinx exposing video. And I may also want to upload some short bits of meme content, like what you'd see on channels like Crackback. I don't know though, we'll see. The reason I'd want to work on gaming and meme content while working on the Dash and Jinx exposing at the same time is because I'm just so dry on meme content. I really want to make fun content again, and that's likely why you'll see some of that before Dash and Jinx get exposed. So if you see any of that kind of content released on my channel before Dash's and Jinx's exposing video does, you'll know why. But in the meantime, thank you to everyone who's been supporting me since Jinx got hardcore exposed, and I'll see you all in the big Dash and Jinx exposing video.
Never,